It's another beautiful morning here in Lagos. We are at the bystanders at the newsstand in Ogba. Good morning, I'm Okekoforola Drotimi. You're welcome to the program. The headlines for today: Daily Trust. Tinubu meets Adamu. Omisore resolves rift over principal offers. Um, First news. First news newspaper. Mesoma reps wait in direct jam to odds. First news newspaper. Mesoma reps wait in direct jam to odds punitive action. This Nigeria. Flooding. 14 states at risk. FG issues alert. Business Day newspaper. First negative FDI in 33 years piles pressure on Tinubu. Leadership newspaper. Adamu runs to Villa as NWC members allege disloyalty. Blueprint newspaper. Flooding. Neymar. Senate raised the alarm 178 LG's 32 states at risk. News Direct newspaper. Nigerian News Direct newspaper. Gas supply. Tinubu endorses $5 billion LNG floating project. The Punch newspaper headline: State order evacuation as FG issues disaster warning. Daily Independent: Downtown shrinks aviation as carriers air traffic declines. Daily Sun newspaper: Fireworks in Senate. Tinubu APC close case in Obi article PDP's petition. Nigerian Tribune: NASS principal officers, APC NWC members fault Adamu. Okay, this morning I have with me the Punch newspaper and the Nation newspaper. Reading a few headlines from the Nation newspaper. Obi not LP member when nominated. Tinubu tells Tribunal. Distribution companies intensify efforts for electricity tariff hike approval. Senate minority leader: we will build vile opposition. Why Mesoma was barred? Six profs to probe results forgery. I got an SMS that I scored 249. Work stalled on 24 billion Oshogbo Iwo Ibadan Road. UTM UTM FLNG to build 1.5 million tons floating gas plant. Reading from the Punch newspaper. Lagos killer cop dismissed for shooting generator repairer dead. Nigeria exports 23 billion naira electricity. Local consumer laments outage. Akwa Ibom Delta and other residents demand alternative shelters. And NEMA warns of massive flood in Kano, Delta, Kebbi, Plateau, and 10 others. Telecom investment hits 75 billion naira, 5G subscription now 60,000 naira. NCC. Tinubu not indicted over forfeited $460,000. Bamidele tells Tribunal. Principal officers. National Assembly crisis splits APC, NWC, Adamu meets Tinubu. Yeah. Okay, and we're having Mr. Matthew on the program now. Mr. Matthew, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome this morning. So, On the Nation newspaper, it said Obi not LP member when nominated. Tinubu tells Tribunal. Let me quickly read out a few this on that. The Presidential Election Petition Court (PEPC) yesterday heard that Labour Party LP candidate in the February 25 poll, Peter Obi, was not a member when he was nominated. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu told the tribunal that Obi's name is not on the party's membership register submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). Senate Majority Leader Opayemi Bamidele testified as the sole witness of President Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima in their defense of the petition by Obi and LP. So that's the hot this morning. It was said that Obi was not part of the members of LP.
I think what happens is an allegation, and the president, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, and his party, including the vice president, they are not the arbiter.
Okay.
But what I can understand is, looking at precedents from previous issues regarding similar things, I think it shouldn't be the business of, in my own considered opinion, it shouldn't be the business of another candidate questioning whether a particular candidate is a member of another political party. Otherwise, it will amount to meddling into the internal affairs of another political party. So, but however I look at it, I think in the wisdom of the Election Petition Tribunal, they will rule on that. It's not my place to start deciding what the ruling will be. Otherwise, you amount to prejudice. But I feel it is an internal affair of Labour Party that should not be a headache for APC and his candidate who is now the president.
You think it's an allegation?
It's an allegation, and the court or the Election Petition Tribunal rather is the one that has the mandate, is the arbiter, the judge that will finally decide on it.
Okay. Distribution companies, that's discuss intensify efforts for electricity tariffs hike approval.
I think they should jettison that idea for now. And that is the area I think the government should go and look at their policy direction. Because if we look at the basis of which this discourse are talking about increasing tariff in the first place, it has to do with the level of inflation that is on the increase. Because at the last count, we make understand that inflation has risen to 22.something%. And that's a reflection of the monetary policy, the naira that was floated by TD. So if you float naira and we are seeing inflation on the increase, rising, and we are seeing discourse threatening to high tariff, I think the federal government should think twice and do an evaluation to know whether their policy direction is in the right track or they need to review it. Because for me, as at the time, Nigerians are talking about suffering from the impact of subsidy removal of PMS. It's not the best time for the discourse to start thinking with the idea of subsidy removal, tariff hike, because that will amount to increasing the suffering of Nigerians. But I think what the government should be thinking of is how to ameliorate the suffering occasioned by the subsidy removal. And don't forget that before the Muhammad Buhari government went down, before they left office, they were able to secure $800 million loan from World Bank as a way of providing palliative to the vulnerable in Nigeria. And don't forget that the last National Bureau of Statistics report on poverty in Nigeria, they made us to understand that 110 million Nigerians are dimensionally poor. So I think the government should be thinking of how do we bring succor to the vulnerable that is suffering the impact of this subsidy removal, rather than thinking with the idea of electricity tariff hike. I'm equally aware that Federal Inland Revenue Service tweeted the other day where they were quoted to have said that they are going to collect taxes from traders, that are going to partner with market women traders association. But I think one thing is clear. Federal government should take attention towards production. I'm not saying it's wrong to tax, but you look at the timing. Because one, you have removed subsidy. We all know the impact of subsidy in Nigerian economy. It has multiplied effects. So the government should deal with the issues coming out from the subsidy removal first by ensuring that they bring palliative succor to the people, to the vulnerable, before other areas of human endeavor that bring more hardship.
Okay. Flood alert. State order evacuation as FG issues disaster warning. As NEMA warns of massive flood in Kano, Delta, Kebbi, Plateau, and 10 other states.
It's quite unfortunate that in this part of the world, they pay lip service to human life. They pay lip service to welfare of their citizens. Because the constitution is unambiguous about the welfare of Nigerians. When the constitution said that the welfare of Nigerians and their security shall be the primary purpose of governance. A situation where you see government warning, and I'm not saying it's not good to warn, it's not wise to warn people against danger, but do they have alternative shelter, housing, where they can evacuate those Nigerians to? Obviously, no. In a safe society, in a democracy that is working, the government will have houses built for emergency of this nature. Under this scenario, they evacuate people to those places. You can imagine when we have crisis in our hands and you have IDP, guess where they take them to? You see them taking them to secondary school, campuses, washing centers, because they don't have such facility. Now, you are warning that there's imminent danger of flooding, and all the states across board don't have housing scheme or housing facilities where if they evacuate these Nigerians who are in danger of flooding, where they can take them to. So for me, I think there are so many things that are fundamentally wrong with our system that we need to address.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Matthew. Thank you. That was
Why
very hot
are you
for
pursuing
today. I'm not pushing you, of course. Okay. All right. Let me just quickly ask this then. Lagos Killer Cop dismissed for shooting generator repairer dead.
Dismissed.
It was
I think
dismissed.
the authorities should go further to prosecute.
Exactly.
Because by the time you prosecute, it adds a deterrent to others. Because the reason you often see Nigerian security personnel, whether police, army, DSS, Navy, name it, operate with high-handedness is because they operate with impunity, commit crime, and go away with it. But if you start making them pay for the crime, it will checkmate them, because the essence of law and prosecution is to act as deterrent to others. So until we start seeing Nigerian security personnel who all these trigger-happy security agencies who go out of their way to kill Nigerians extrajudicially, be prosecuted and jailed, we will not see that stopping.
Okay. Work stalled on 24 billion Oshogbo Iwo Ibadan road.
Pardon?
Work stalled on 24 billion naira Oshogbo Iwo Ibadan road.
I think the government should look at what are the limitations and the hurdles militating against continuous execution of the project. I understand that this government just came on board, but government is a continuum, and whatever project they inherit, they must follow through and see that they continue executing the project. So whatever is hindering the project, I think the authorities should intervene and remove all the hurdle and continue with the project.
All right, thank you.
Why are you thanking me?
Thank
You are
sir.
collaborating with.
Like,
You are intimidating me. I don't like it.
no best, sir. No best. Good morning, Mr. Kule.
Good morning, Kofo.
Good to have you once again on the program.
Thank God for a new day as well.
Yeah. So, Obi not helping member when nominated. Tinubu tells Tribunal.
See, I was shocked when I was watching the events at the courts yesterday, and I was shocked when they raised that proposal that Obi was not a registered member helping in his constituency, that is in Anambra State. And I could see the mood on his lawyers, faces that, these people get us at the right place, at the wrong place. So what is going on now is, before you can become or you can be eligible to contest for election, you have to go back to your constituency and register as a member of that party, not from the national body, not from the state body. You go back to your local government to register yourself. I think that was what Obi goofed, on, and that is what just one single evidence alone can nail all those, So I don't know how he wants to do now. I don't know how his lawyer will go back to the drawing board and try and bounce back to see how they can do the remedy. And likewise, Tinubu too was accused of forfeiture of drug money in America, and he himself has been explaining himself, right? He himself has been explaining to people that wants to listen that money was confiscated when some drug guys, and it happens a lot. Even one of the viewers told me that too, that he took someone to America, and that guy ended up being a knacker, hacking people's post box, right, and bring out all the information in it. And it's happened. They did it for my uncle too in Iceville, Washington, right? And what happened was they hack into your postal box and pick up all this, information about you, and they now start hacking your, it happens a lot like that. But the court is there to judge it, and if it is a serious case, Tinubu wouldn't have been a free man. Tinubu would have been in jail, because once there's any case that is serious in America, you can't just even escape it. And what they are accusing him of in Nigeria here, all this petition and all this that they are taking to court to accuse Tinubu of, right? Same thing happens to Chagori family. I don't know whether you've heard of Chagori family. They are the one that did Lekki Toll Gate, the road to Lekki Toll Gate. They are the one building the Atlantic, and they are the one in charge of the new American embassy being built in the Atlantic. So those people too, they just had a fine, because what they committed there was they had a contract with the American embassy and they did not fulfill it, and they ran away from the country for a while. Then later they went back to pay the fines, and they were let go. So the system in America is quite different from what we talking of.
State order evacuation as FG issues disaster warning.
Yeah, it's we're trending towards the raining days now. We're raining, days, and we are in it already, and we are not need to be told. There's a what's it called? There's a river, right? There's a dam in Cameroon that always give us problem this time of the year. Lando Dam or so in Cameroon, and they always give us warning. They always, inform us ahead that we are going to open our dam, and once we open it, my sister, it always affects the economical, the what's it called, the ecological problem. It always creates ecological problem in Nigeria, and the problem we've been having is there's a body, there's an institution that where they put ecological fund, where they deposit ecological fund in case of emergency, like all this flooding, during the rainy season. But some people have been dipping their hand into that ecological fund, diverting it to their private pockets, and we saw it during the time of some presidents in this country. I won't like to mention names, but the way it is now, you need to be prepared, and that's the warning. They are giving them, NEMA are giving people ahead now that we are going to start witnessing same dam that this Cameroonian used to flush into our, territory. And we are not always proactive. That's the problem. Nigeria will know this is what is going to happen, but they will still wait until Nigerian government officials will know that this is what is about to happen, and they will still wait until that thing happens. I don't know whether they will prefer it to happen so that they can enjoy the largest of the monetary compensation that will come from it. I don't know, because you need to be thinking ahead. That's why we need leaders that will be thinking ahead. The foresight, leader that will have foresight, leader that will just know this is where I'm supposed to be ahead of the event that will happen. So that's what we need now. So, but do we have such leader? Do we have those such proactive leaders? I'll say no, we don't. And we need to start building proactive leaders. We need to start looking well and look at, okay, if we want to vote, is this guy being proactive? This person I want to vote for, what quality does he have? Does he have any proactive, quality, so that he can just be ahead of events? But we don't have such people that think outside the box, that are being proactive, but they just wait, they relax until those crises happen before they act. So that is, my government for you in Nigeria. But I think the narrative is changing.
Okay. Moving on. Lagos killer cop dismissed for shooting generator repairer dead. He was dismissed for shooting the generator. Is it dismissal enough?
That's why you media people will not allow that guy soul to die in vain. That generator repairer. That is why all of us that we know we are activists, we have to, take that case up likewise to the extent of police service commissions. Because what I'm saying now is, you don't take law into your hands and kill somebody that is not even with arms, that is not even there to attack you. I don't know, you just a generator repairer. And once you do one and you go scot-free, another policeman will follow suit. And that is what we've been saying. Enough of this police brutality. I thought the NSAS must have given them enough reason for them to be civil in securing the masses. You have to be civil. They didn't give you that bullet to start killing innocent people. That bullet is there to protect the citizen. So to me, you media and the activists now need to rise up and make sure they upturn that, judgment about that policeman. He should face the wrongs of what they did, because you don't just shoot innocent people without him being harmed. Without, when an innocent person is not harmed, it's just a, what's it called, organizer. Is that what you said? It's a organizer.
A generator repairer.
And you just went on and open fire on such person. That's brutality, police brutality too.
National Assembly crisis split. APC, NWC, Adamu meets Tinubu.
That crisis has been on. Even advent to proud to the conduction of the election. I'm proud to the presidential, convention that they did, right, in Abuja. Adamu and the most majority of the candidates were not in good, mood. They are not in good tune. So what's there is Adamu sin has been piling up. They've been piling Adamu sin up. Number one, he does not like to see the faces of some NW, the National Working Committee, NWC of the party. So, and they know themselves. They are just managing. They manage themselves throughout the electoral time, the election time. But now the bubble has busted now that this man must go. And after all, he has overstayed his time. They need a vibrant chairman now that can control things, that can put things in order for them. And as Adamu is, at least, to me, you remember he was a senator before he became the chairman of the. So such Adamu should resign or retire for a vibrant youth. To come in and shape the future of the the party. For somebody like Adamu now, he has tried his best, and let him go and rest. Let him go and rest. He should be in his late 70s, 80s now. So they need a vibrant person that will inject new idea into the party as a chairman. It's not a chairman that will be causing conflict every time and involving in conflict with party members. The party cannot grow through that level.
Tinubu not indicted, over forfeited $460,000. Bamidele tells Tribunal.
I just said that like it wasn't indicted on the case, right? I just made mention of that American system of law is quite different from the way we look at it. He said they met some money in his accounts, and his post box has been hacked by the drug boys on the streets. So his involvement, the American government have not been able to prove that his involvement is drug. But they just saw that money, that okay, they now just assume that it's a proceed of the drug, definitely. That those guys that hack into his account, I think America, they know if you're a drug dealer, they will hunt you anywhere you are. They will not, you can't even breathe. You can't be breathing at this time of the day we're talking of. If you're a drug dealer, right, American will hunt you to the extreme. Look at what they did to, what's it called, these guys in what's it called, Norega. Look at what they did to Norega. Norega was a sitting president, and they went there, picked him up, because he has a case with the American government on drugs. Pablo, what's it called? Pablo Escobar. Look at what they did. They hunt him till they dig the last tunnel to fish him out and get him killed. So America doesn't joke with drug case. If you're a wanted drug dealer, they will pick you anywhere. So you see, Nigeria, we are just full of fallacy. We're just full of fake news. Some people, if they want to get you demoralized now, they will just frame fake news, malicious news against you. And it's happening. That's why Nigerians are even dangerous. I believe some of us are even facing the punishment we created, we caused by ourselves. We caused that punishment, we caused it by ourselves. The majority of punishment Nigerians are facing now. I won't blame anybody for it. People see the suffering around because Nigerians, the way mass is gone, we're so wicked. Our weapon and that mouth, what comes out from our mouth alone can destabilize the whole country. So we need to train softly with the way we malign people, the way we defraud people, the way we, just put people on a bad spot, turning ourselves to God, that we are the judge. We put ourselves in the God place, that we are the judge, that we determine everything. But you that you are, castigating people, you that you are malign people, have you checked yourself? Are you a saint? Are you a saint? Right? I say you want to come for, equity must come with a clean hand. A lot of people don't have clean hands, that they come here and start saying jargons upon jargons. You see newspaper, you see, and I could just mention on and on and on and on and on and on. What is bad, you condemn it, and you not be supporting what is bad. We were talking about the lady that fought the jam yesterday. I was nearly attacked here because I said that the truth has to be told. What this lady did is wrong. Just is wrong, man. And they accepted. And where are the faces of the people now? They've kept quiet. They'll just be talking on tribal issues, ethnic issues, and all sort of things. I think Nigeria, we need reorientation. We masses, we need reorientation for us to get on with a good place called a nation that we have.
All right, now we have a caller online now. His name is Mr. Hood.
Yeah, good morning, flip evening, good morning, everybody there. Can you hear me? Maybe you can hear me, but I'm not hearing you well. I'm not hearing you well. Well,
Can you?
I can see there's
I
a new
can hear you,
presenter
sir.
here.
I'm with you.
Okay. My name is Mr. Desechima. I'm calling from Italy. I've been a regular viewer and caller in this platform. It seems you are new. You are welcome, Mr. Christian. I hope he's fine wherever he is. I want to respond directly to the last reviewer, who is Mr. Kunle. Honestly, we always complain about our politicians. We always complain about our leaders. But the
Mr.
main
Kunle.
problem of the main
Okay.
problem of Nigeria is not only the politicians. The main problem of Nigeria lies mostly in the hands of the citizens of of Nigeria. Honestly, I feel disappointed every time I come online and see some people exhibiting some shenanigans in the name of protecting whoever they love that is in power. And the person that they are protecting is not reflecting to their life in any way, just because he comes from their tribe. I'm responding directly concerning the Tinubu's case in America. Since this case came to limelight to Nigeria in Nigerian journal or anywhere, I have heard about 6 or 7 different kinds of stories or defense that is being put up by APC and the Tinubu supporters, including the last one that Kunle put here. How can is Kunle, does this Kunle think that we people that are listening in this platform they are fools? How can you come and say that some people hacked into your account, some drug dealers hacked into somebody's account and deposited money into that person's account without that person's awareness of that person's knowing it? That is the most stupid defense anybody can put up anywhere in the world. This is I can say is absolutely badass. The fact remains that Tinubu was involved in this drug case, and he finds a way to get out of it. Yes, we have laws. I live in Europe, honestly, and see where law happens here, how laws have been interpreted here. There are some cases that they can give you an option of fine. Just like in Nigeria, when they say, I sentence you to 20 years imprisonment with an option of fine of 500,000 naira or 1 million. That is the same here. He committed the offense and the case was a bailable offense that he got out of it because he forfeited the money. And you know how this Western world how they function. They feed on the ignorance of Africans. That is it. So coming here to put a defense, go and compare what Mr.
Mr.
Festus
Chima, you have
Kayamo
two
told us.
minutes more, please.
Okay, go and compare
2 minutes more.
what Mr. Festus Kayamo told Nigerians before the election about this case and compare whatever that Kule was bringing up this time. Go and match it together and know whether there is a truth to what they are saying. Until we grow up and start saying truth as it is, Nigeria will remain how it is. God bless you, my sister, and do have a lovely day. Bye bye.
Very much for your contribution. Thank you very much for your contribution.
I thank you. I appreciate Mr.
Now
Chima.
we have
Lucky, I don't know Lagos.
Mr. Lucky. Good morning.
Thank you, my sister. I can see Kule receiving woto this morning. Kule, you are receiving woto from Italy this morning. Chai, you think Kule think you didn't know the whole world is watching this, what we are doing here? The whole world, they are watching it. See the way they are attacking you this morning, Kule. So you better know what you are saying. People are watching you all over the world. Anyway, my name is Lucky. I don't know Lagos. No problem. We are the same. After all, fun. Thank you very much. What is the topic? Why are they attacking Kule? What is the topic?
Obi not LP member when nominated. Tinubu tells Tribunal.
We Tinubu tell Tribunal. Leave that area. He's a member. You see, let me tell you. Tinubu should solve his problem. You think he's there in that seat, that nothing will happen. But let me tell you, God is not sleeping. If Tinubu have coming, I don't understand me, and make things better, just 1 month, Nigeria will appreciate. For the come and making things worse. So people are not happy. Now he's telling you that if you like, go to court. If you like, you can say Kule family is not giving everybody quick notice. They gave me quick notice to leave my house. They are not giving quick notice everywhere, even market everywhere. So the man is not doing well. 1 month Nigeria has been grounded to zero. I expected Tinubu to change things so that people will be happy. Are you getting me? You don't forget you are still in the court. Angel can enter the judge and do the needful. No matter the juju and bribe they have collected. So what I'm saying, where Obi is a member, if the chairman and the party have given Obi mandate to go and run as a president, the same way APC gave it to Tinubu. Yes. Tinubu was an AD member. From AD to AP, Abi AC, AC to APC. So likewise, Obi was a PDP ABGA, from ABGA to PDP, PDP to Labour. So 3-3. So what is he saying? Let me tell you, what I'm saying, all the judges have collected bribe. Both of them are prostitutes. Both of them, Tinubu, Obi, both of them are prostitutes. Tinubu left AD, ACN, from ACN to APC. Obi left ABGA to PDP, PDP to Labour. So, Kule, you have received what this month. Want to receive more again? I better go ahead, my brother. So, leave that one. Obi is a member.
Okay. This goes intensify efforts for electricity tariffs hike approval. Distribution companies intensify efforts for electricity tariff hike approval.
You know why you are seeing all this? Tinubu has interest in all these companies. Removing subsidy, who is controlling Oando? Removing high for subsidy for NEPA. He has interest there. Who is bearing it? Who is suffering it? It's we. I get me. So we don't want us to enjoy subsidy anymore. By the time you recharge 1,000 naira a day, instead of giving you 18 units, they give you 10. The man just came in, something to make people happy. He's even destroyed him all. We waited for Barry for 8 years. I get me. Now we are still suffering it. They say we should be patient. We should wait. We should wait. We'll wait. 4 years will go. I get me. So, electricity tariff, giving all this marketer to do that, whatever they like. Anybody can just come up and say, you pay NEPA bill of 100,000, 200,000. Nobody will fight for you. So, Tinubu should do the deal. You know, he did not win that election. He never win that election. I get to be all the judges and police who are collecting money. You know, you see, let me tell you, I said it yesterday. Whether you like it or not, the judges you have there, who is the chief judge of Nigeria, is Yoruba man. So you think your brother will turn the brother outside down? No. So what I'm saying, people do not win the election. And again, he has given everybody, look at the where they were caught yesterday. The weakness. Who is the weakness? Don't forget, that weakness of Tinubu was a former commissioner to Tinubu in Lagos State, Bamdele. I get it.
Okay.
So he's the one standing. What do you expect I want to say? That the Chicago resort, everything is okay. I have told you. Corruption. Number one, corruption. If you want to find corruption in America, we copy everything from America. So all this, you think this cannot be forged there? When the American man see school, see 4 billion, you think they will not do it? I better leave that in. Go ahead.
Moving on, flood alert. State order evacuation as FG issues disaster warning.
Leave that one. They want to collect more money.
Okay.
They want to collect more money. Let me just do it. Last administration, Buhari, he spent a lot of money. They collect money from there at the end. Go and see what happened now. Some Kogi, Edo area, Auchi area, some places, even Lagos State. Fraud, it's only fraud. We are hungry. Hungry is below. People are hungry. So everything in Nigeria is zero. No government can even boast and say, look what I've done. Buhari just spent 8 years at the end. He's making us that if he trouble me, I will run to the jail. His boss is not going to happen and I put inside cell. Can Tinubu do that? So forget this money. They want to collect money again. All these senators. I saw them yesterday making noise. What are they doing there? They are doing nothing. We don't need them. Nigeria is angry. Look everywhere and everywhere dry. Everywhere dry, auntie. Look, check everywhere. Take your camera, look everywhere. Everybody just waiting for God to come. Either maybe this is their time, I don't know. So these are worse. I won't tell you. Forget all this. They are not telling you. We only review it, but I'm telling you the truth. Whatever I'm saying is a fact. Are you getting me? Whether Chicago, no Chicago for Tinubu, all this are forged. It can be forged. Are you getting me? It can be forged. I won't tell you like. If somebody can stay here and do paper and will bring money, you think it's ordinary? Are they bringing what is happening? See the way they are giving Kule Woto this money. But they don't give Kule Woto.
Okay, moving on. Lagos Killer Cop dismissed for shooting generator repairer dead.
You see now, lawlessness. Because a miracle is there. Everybody can do anything you like. Are you getting me? How can you shoot a generator repairer? You don't know how many you have killed before. Maybe you have killed so many people. Are you getting me? So we have to be very careful. I won't tell you lie. We have to be very careful. You see, me, I won't tell you lie. May I tell you the truth? I'm tired. I've been frustrated. In Nigeria, things are not going well. For that man to shoot that person, he might be doing that before. I don't know. Is he only sacked? They should arrest him and go and prosecute for another place. If they do that for Lagos, they won't prosecute him. Are you getting me? He will bribe. You know, Nigeria can't bribe. Nigeria can bribe. They should take him to either Kogi or somewhere. Let him go and prosecute that man. Jail him for life imprisonment. Or even kill him to show example for other people. A lot of big men are doing that for their nanny, for their workers in the house. They deal with them. Are you getting me? So what that man did, the man need to go to life jail and let them kill him to show example for other people. Most of these big men for the guy, that's what he does. All of them has gun. And they ask them to return gun, federal government. All of them say have it. IG just came out. They just appoint IG. IG came out and said, all oddly, we drop back to barrack. Go and check them. Even Chinese man have oddly. Chinese man, cook, have oddly. All of them, all these workers, Chinese people, manager, all of them have mobile police, two in their houses. So you see, Nigeria can make money. They talk too much. Our government talk too much. They can't do anything. Talk is cheap. So what I'm saying, that man should be hanged. Let them hang the man to show example. So that, see, you see, my problem I have now is the landlord of Lagos State. The way they are dealing with us now is too much. Everywhere, quick notice. Quick notice. So, Tinubu, wake up. You are sleeping as a rock. I don't know whether it's the one ruling Abi Benjamin I don't know. If Yoruba people can be shouting now, Epo, Fue, everything, people are shouting. Moto one, Oje one, everything one. I told you, Emiloko. We need a young man who will take this Nigeria to El Dorado. Not all these people who want to sit down be putting hand for chair first. Nigeria is dying now. So for that man, you see, time for abroad supposed the moment they Tinubu win, then decide to stay back. A lot of them promised me they were going to come to Nigeria when a young man took over power. But today, Tinubu, but I expect Tinubu, you did not win the election, and your opportunity to be there. What you're supposed to do is to make things calm down so that Nigeria can be your government. Now, Tinubu just come. Instead of making Nigeria to good, you are flogging up with we are done here. these juju people. So they never off the mic. Go anytime they talk, they don't say I dey hammer them. So what I'm saying, Tinubu is not doing well. Not doing well. We are suffering. They say wait 1 month. We should wait. See, 1 month when you born a baby, when you see face, you know this baby will deliver. Are you getting me? So Tinubu, they are not doing well in everything. You just came in and you don't win election. They just bulabo. You enter there. Now it's something to make Nigeria happy. We are suffering. Look at this landlord. They issue quick notice 1 month. They will backdate it. Instead of giving you, if they issue quick notice today, we back it to January. I have it. Somebody say, go out of the house. Where do I go? I better, if I have money, like if I have money now, to be fair, I will let my family back to Edo State. I don't tell you. What are we doing in Lagos? We are suffering. Take your camera, look around. Nigeria, they are just working like a corpse. Nothing is happening. They say job, you want to create job. But you create job before, Nigeria will die before you create job. And he's there increasing his salary. He has increased his salary, increasing this. So what I'm saying, Nigeria, we are dying. Kule coming here to praise. What are you praising? Kule said he's crying. Everybody is crying. I get me. Everybody is crying. So Tinubu, whether you go Chicago, you don't go Chicago, you did not win election. Go arrest.
Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Mr. Lucky.
Thank
you.
you.
In case you're just joining,
Somebody say yam. My brother, you know I'm a minister of yam. And yam now, Nigeria don't want to go to farm because of bandits. And don't forget, even the man where they near Tinubu DSM, the man was charged of all this, you know what I mean. Now, no yam again now. No yam to even eat. Nothing. Nigeria is dying. See, we don't know. If they say we should patient for waiting. Nothing, even no pepper. Even Alanda yesterday, they want to be charging VAT for tomatoes and pepper. Where did not see. So Tinubu just come there, call the last. All the Tinubu is like you just come. You want to come and recover the money. All the money is spent. You want to come and recover it. I don't say before you do all Nigerian neck, everybody neck will look like an antelope. I get me. So no yam, no yam. Maybe I will remove as a minister of yam. No yam again. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your review, Mr. Lucky. In case you're just joining the program, it's Bystander at the newsstand. I'm Koforola, and you're welcome to the show. Mr. Monday, have you not heard what a man can do, a woman can do better? I believe with your positive reviews, the program will get better. Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Charles.
Good morning,
It's
viewers.
good to have you on the program.
My name still remains Mr. Charles. Good morning.
Yeah. Okay. Obi not LP member when nominated. Tinubu tells Tribunal.
Okay. Does anything, whether he's a Labour Party member or he's not, it has nothing to do with whatever you people are battling at court with. He's not a member. Where was he supporting before? Because he came out of PDP as one of the vice presidents, as contesting with, in the sense of who, Atiku Abubakar, and he came out and he became the flag bearer of Labour. So why are you coming out again to tell us that he's not a member of LP? It's a personal case. It's a personal issue between the both parties. It's something maybe he's just trying to pick up something that is not necessary to the tribunal. So it has nothing to do with whatever we are fighting in court. He's not a member. He's not a member, but he is the one that brought in the lamb, that brought in what I may call the Labour Party. He's the one that brought in. For you to have known Labour Party today is because of Obi. Are you getting me? So whether he's not a member before he was elected or he's a member before he was elected, it has nothing to do with that. So as he stands now, Obi, everybody knows him as a member of what? Labour Party. Thank you.
Discuss intensify efforts for electricity tariff hike approval.
Well, anything like what we are seeing now in terms of light, my brother have just said it, that is somebody like Mr. Lucky. Nigerians are suffering. We are really suffering. Okay, how much do you pay for a light? I just came back from East a few days ago. If I could know what I could see that monthly what we are paying now is 10,000 naira per month. But here at Agege, where will this such amount of money? You know, that is to say that the country is somehow, what the electricity are doing to us, the government should have put up a very nice way in which they should be able to manage and help the poor masses as to how to generate and how to source out this NEPA bill of a thing. People are suffering. Go to so many places, you cannot even pay your NEPA lights. Your NEPA bill, you cannot. Landlord, my brother Lucky, as if he knows what I wanted to say. People are suffering. Look at now. When you go to a place like Ogba here, we are right near at Ogba here now. Do you know that most of the houses you go now, the landlord, they keep on giving quick notice all the time. Now, the electricity you are talking about, an average Nigerian cannot even pay a NEPA bill. Simply because they are just trying to indirectly tell you that the fuel is as in a higher rate. The high cost of the fuel is much. Are you getting me? Now, as the more they are increasing the distance, they are not shifting the burden, the burden to who? The poor masses that mostly that depends on electricity in Nigeria. So the high cost of electricity and all these things they are saying, the discourse and everything they are doing, they are saying is very, very bad and uncalled for. It's not fair to we, the average Nigerian.
Okay. Moving on. State order evacuation as FG issues disaster warning.
At least before you issue something like that, you have known every state, like when you go to most of this Western world, they knows how to move around with whatever they are doing, like in times of all this disaster of a thing, look for NEMA and other things so that they will be able to fight in disaster whenever it comes and whenever it shows before time. But we are living in a country whereby they have to wait before it happens. After it has happened, that's when they will keep on coming and telling you that this is what this. You know, the government will cook up the lies, telling the whole citizen that they have said to the poor masses, they have said to the citizens that they should evacuate this and that. These are things they should have put in order. Look at what the disaster that just happened some months ago here at Anambra State, on Nature to be precise, when there was disaster all over. These are things the federal government should have put in place. But if at all, we have some monitoring aspects. Minister of Environment, all those ministers, they should have known what to do. We have agencies like NEMA that should have been put in place to fight all these things, but they are not doing it. They will wait until the last minute. That is when they will start telling you that these are what you need to do and what you not to do. But at the end of it, it has taken what I may call a burden in the lives of all the citizens, destroying them as you can see. Because before these things happen in the Western world, you have to put it in place. Most of these people that knows about the environment have to sit down, segment all these things. What will happen in the next 1 month? But Nigeria, what they are after is their own selfish interest. Most of these people that were elected, most of these people that are in position, they are not even after we, you and I. Are you getting me? What they are after is just to maneuver, getting money, send their children abroad, and you and I will be here suffering. When I was at Aba, last week, Wednesday. Do you know that from Ariada sometimes, before you cross, that you want to buy something at Ariada, somebody has to back you up. And the person that will back you just to cross the water, you pay him money. Is it the work of the citizens? Is it the work of the indigenous to do that? Is it solely work of who? The federal government and the state government to come together and repair those things before it goes out of hands.
All right. Thank you for that. Work stalled on 24 billion Oshogbo Iwo Ibadan Road. Work stalled on 24 billion Naira Oshogbo Iwo Ibadan Road.
That is why sometimes, let me be honest with you, sometimes I find it somehow difficult to tune my radio, because what you keep on hearing is millions. Then you'll be asking yourself, where is this money from? Where is this money coming from? So Nigeria has this kind of money and we're still suffering like this. How many population do we have in this country? Not even up to 250 million citizens. Not even, let's say above. But you are calling billions. And believe me, the billions you are talking about, if 24 billion naira has been issued that they should repair Oshogbo Road, believe me, then almost 70% or 50% is going towards their private pockets. What you find out that they are going to bring in as in terms of the repayment of the road should be almost, if care is not taken, only 10 billion naira. So where is the remaining billions going? So that is why sometimes I don't like commenting on the things like this. You keep on calling billions. They should know, and that there are so many ways you do things. You supervise the agencies that could have worked things. Okay, do you know that a few days ago I was coming out from East, just from over here. Just from Mowe to Beggar here, we spent 4 hours. Just Mowe, it's not even up to 15 minutes drive. We spent 4 hours. What are they saying? That they are doing, they just want to expand some roads. And these are roads that they have been trying to expand this road for some months now. We spent no less than 4 hours just from Mowe here to this place. So that is to tell you that the kind of, the way they are treating people like us, being the poor masses, being the average Nigerians, is very, very bad. Billions, millions every day, trillions every day. You will tune your radio. You hear that somebody made way with such an amount of money. Where is the money coming from? And where is the money going to? So it's not fair. They should have bring in the money if the money is meant for them to repair the road, because mostly people that apply those roads are the poor masses, the poor generations. So they should have helped in terms of doing the road so that there will be a reduction in terms of accident level. Because it's very, very, it's very, very difficult for you to see somebody who have a little change in Nigeria flying or moving or entering ports from here to Ibadan. How you go to just board the plane and go to wherever he's going? It's you and I that will suffer it. So we have nothing to do but to cry out to the government. They should make sure that that road is being put in place.
All right, thank you for that. Lagos Killer Cop dismissed for shooting generator repairer dead.
Do you know how many people he might have killed before? You don't know how many persons or how many individuals he might have killed. Even in life, you don't have right to take, as long as you cannot give life, you have no right to take any. For such person to have done that, do you know how many he have taken? Okay, you are indirectly encouraging him to go more, to do more. Well, I'm not surprised. We're in a country where the lawlessness of the country is somehow bad. They don't do things in such a way that it will please others. Okay, you have dismissed somebody like that just killed an average Nigerian like him. Okay, what do you expect? It means that somebody can go in and kill anybody and you expect himself to be released at any time. Are you getting me? Yes, I know that whatever that had been put in place for him to do, as in to have released the man, being the one that killed an innocent somebody like him, it's not fair. Do you know how many Nigerians he might have killed in that kind of situation? Because these are the ones we have seen. What about the one we have not seen? So definitely, it's not fair. Somebody that just killed, you don't release him just like that. It means that you're encouraging, just like encouraging me that I should go and stand on it. Like yesterday, paper was saying that they should negotiate with bandits. And one of my brothers here, Mr. Rao, rightly said, yes, if you are negotiating with him, it means that you should go and bring Ambrose and start negotiating with them. So somebody that just killed somebody and you just dismiss him just like that, it means acquitted. You acquitted the person just like that. So it's not fair. So the government should actually know what they are doing, because we in Nigeria, we are not fools. We are not fools. We know what we are doing. Aside from, they don't even want to recognize the importance of being a citizen of this particular country.
Okay. Power consumers on Wednesday kicked against the export of about 23.13 billion naira worth of electricity from Nigeria to some neighboring countries in 2022, despite the widespread darkness witnessed in many Nigerian communities. Now, this is about the Nigerian export 23 billion naira electricity. Local consumer laments outage.
You see exactly what I was saying here. Every day when you tune your radio, what do you hear? Billions, billions, billions. Look at ordinary Togo. Look at ordinary before. Look at Ghana here. Some years ago, what do you hear? Ghana must go. Look at a place like why this our neighboring country? Sele here. After Badagry. What's the name of this country? Look at this small country. I have people that stays there. They will tell you that they hardly take lights there. Look at Nigeria sometimes. So look at some of them. They will keep on telling you, go to Agege here. Some days now there's no lights. Look at Oba here. Nigerians have just created a means by using gas. And you have seen that. By using gas as a generator to make sure that they have their personal lights. And then we are here suffering as the sole people that has this manpower, the money and the monetary value. And you are here expecting our money down to another country when we are here suffering. What are we saying? The country is somehow, let me please this one, is somehow barbaric, and they don't take you and I at heart. We are here suffering, and we are counting billions upon billions, exporting it to outside Nigerians, just to see that you help them in terms of bringing up their lights. Meanwhile, your own community cannot even post for 5 hours light. I was asking somebody, there was a child I was asking, that I cannot wait. Any day I find out that NEPA brings light to this country, and nobody shut up NEPA, I will know Nigeria is good. Just imagine, you cannot, do you know that sometimes ago, you find out that NEPA will just leave light for like 3 hours. People will start shouting. Are you sure there's no problem in NEPA? Because they are surprised. But look at Western world, people that will just borrow some leaves for the light they enjoy, 24 hours lights. Before they even take light from there or they off light from there, they have to take permission. That should be a verbal announcement. But what are we seeing here? Every day you keep on hearing billions upon billions moving around the country.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we are not here. We are here suffering.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Charles.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Kufo.
Mr. Raf,
Good morning. Yeah.
I greet you, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, morning. How are you doing?
Very well,
How was
sir.
your night?
Went well.
Hope you slept well. You are not thinking so much about this, all this stringent policy, imposed on us by this illegitimate government. Hope you are not been thinking because beware of thinking to avoid depression.
I can't get depressed by Nigeria
Amen,
issues, of
amen.
course. Okay. Obi not LP member when nominated. Tinubu tells Tribunal.
Now, wow, this is the first time I've had such complaint. And let me tell you, this complaint has come so late, too late, because if he should have come up with this complaint as early as possible. He was not a member of Labour Party. Before 2015, Tinubu was not a member of APC. Tinubu formed ACN in conjunction with Buhari's party. You understand? They come up together with AD. You understand? They aligned together, and that's how APC sprang up. So what happened was that at the initial stage, PDP flag bearer Atiku and the Wike, they played dirty game within the political platform called PDP. So this time around, this guy, everybody of course know, is the running mate to Atiku. Now, when he has seen that what is happening within the party, he is not going to take it. We don't expect to indulge into argument or fighting to Atiku, the man he calls his boss. So this kind of complaint has come too late. Tinubu is just like a man that is sinking down, going down in the middle of the river. He's just sinking down. It's the complaint of a sinking man in the middle of ocean. He has no reason to tell anybody in the world that Obi is not a member of Labour Party. What kind of complaint like that is this? See, let me tell you now, I think it has to do with mental scarcity. His cerebrum are not working completely. Let me tell you, this complaint, a toddler, a baby of 4-year-old would not have come forward and tell the court that Obi is not a member of Labour Party when he was, that one doesn't matter now. Anybody could come in anytime. I can come in anytime and buy tickets from APC and go sell my father, my mother, all my community lands, happy to get 100 million. I would have given it to anybody I like. I don't know what I understand. My own votes. Are you listening to me? So this time of complaining that Obi was not a member of Labour Party before Uncle, just Soludo, just Nkwodo, that is ruling Anambra State as my governor. Was he a member of APGA? Charlie Soludo, right from onset, was a PDP member. Are you listening to me? So listen now. Ngiga, that is now or then Minister of Labour, was he a member of APC before? Ngiga was under PDP. The rig election in Anambra State, Obi gave him 2 upper courts. And the court did what? Put him out of the ring. Enugu courts. Court sitting in Enugu. Yes. Pushed. A coup d'etat. They perfected it in Enugu State. Ngiga was ousted. Legal coup d'etat by the Department of the Judiciary. So what Tinubu is saying now, I think it's better for me to listen to a toddler, a 3-year-old baby, telling me something. I will take it. Than taking that kind of, listen to that kind of complaint that is likely for babies. Kufo, I think we have other topics to discuss.
Yes, we do. Moving on, discuss intensify efforts for electricity tariffs hike approval.
Yes, because let me tell you, high approval or hiking of electricity bill. Do you know what? These people, they have been pointing finger directly on the eyeball of the cows, tigers, lions in the previous time, and no reaction from the tigers, the lions, and the rest of the animals. So that's why they are taking the bull by the horn, because after fingering their eyes of the bulls are still looking at them as cowards. See, let me tell you, by the time you know it, half of this year or on getting towards December period, they will hike it the more. Ask me the why. We are the type of people in this part of the world that are hailing corruption. We are the type of people in this part of the world that are celebrating fraudsters. We are the type of people in this world that are dancing disco, hip hop, clubbing, listen to all these Nigerian idiotic comedians while we are turning our back to the normal things we the youth should have done. See, let me tell you, you are talking about hiking electricity bill. What about the pump fuel price? The pump price today, before you know it, is gonna get below up to the tune of 1,000 per liter. You are talking about electricity. Nobody's complaining. Never can remove your light anytime you will complain. Because your neighbor next door is living big, is working at the NNPC. The other neighbor there is just someone that speaks scraps at the dump site. He has no time to challenge or question who the hell is the NNPC employee is. So whatever happened in that house, if they pay 2 million, the scrap pickers, the scavenger, he must work hard to get his own 1 million. See, let me tell you, our own mentality, let me tell you, I can see we are people whose our problem is mental inferiority. We don't think well. Nigerians don't think well. They are suffering from emotional incompetence. We don't get it. That's why I'm still supporting Trump on his latest write-up on African continents. Yes, I don't know whether God has created our eyes with the same eyes he has given the whites. I don't know the kind of brain that God has put in our own skull, because we and the whites, we think alike. Nigeria is a place whereby you see Christians dedicated from looking up to God. They turn to human being and they got God the more. Listen to me. So let me tell you, if they hide it, let me tell you, we are paying it too. As I'm talking to you, we are paying it moronically. We are all morons. I don't exempt myself. Because if I say it in the yard, you will see one poorly educated man that will rise up from one place and attack me. So if you don't join them, if you don't fight them, join them. If you know you will fight them, stay away from them. So what is going on, Kufo? If they hike the electricity bill and other utility bills, pay. Are you listening to me? Our society, our system is infiltrated by a set of people that are celebrating embezzlements. People that are maradonically fraudulent. They like them and hail them the more. They closer to their houses every weekend. They serve them free food, free money, and they don't think about their future. A white man will sit here and see what will happen in the next 100 years. A black man is celebrating what is happening now. I don't know why. It's only God that will tell why the brains he has created in my skull is quite different from that of the white skin. I'm not trying to accuse God, but I'm saying that largely Nigerians will lack what? We lack the correct way of thinking and reasoning. The Kenyans, they reason better. The Egyptians, they reason better. Go to Cameroon, they think better. Go to Zambia, they think better. Go to Southern Africa, that place is better than some countries in Europe. Go to Libya. There was a time Libya was better than Switzerland. That was during the time of Libyan henchman, Muammar Gaddafi. And listen to me, Nigeria is the largest black country in the world. And that is where you see all these mental scarcities. They think that when you hail a native doctor that killed all your kinsmen is the right thing to do. They think that when you hail a political bigot that has imposed all manner of stringent policies on the citizens, when you hail them, you are doing the needful. And listen to me. So the other way out, we are all thinking left. Before we should brace up for the hike of the electricity bill. As the discourse, Ikeja discourse, Otodu discourse, Lagos Island, everywhere, Alimocho, they are the same political bigots. All those political juggernauts in the southwest, southeast, northeast, everywhere in Nigeria. Obasanjo is part of them. Jonathan is part of them. You don't have to doubt it that Atiku is one of these discos. What they do is that they come up with policies to do what? To make money, cash upon our blood. Brace up to pay that bill. Simple.
Flood alert. State order evacuation as FG issues disaster warning.
Don't finish it up. They are issuing disaster warning to South, Mid-Belt, South, Southeast, Anambra State, Enugu and Devon. Southwest, Lagos State, Ogun State, Oyo State, Osun State, and the rest of them, Ondo State and Ekiti. See, do you know this kind of government? It is a blind government. Buhari's government was blind. Then Tinubu come up with his illegitimate government. See, let me tell you, it is no need to comment anymore. When you see that things has spoiled to the level of Nabaru, you are giving flood alert to avoid disaster, and you have not come out with an alternative shelter for the victims. That is the question for some area now. For some media in Nigeria, they said, have you provided an alternative shelter? You are signing your warning. You are fools. Because when you issue them, disaster warning, I think you understand. You make another shelter for people to, when this rain comes. Flooding is coming, flooding. I'm telling you, it started from June. It's going to end up in July. There will be massive downpour, heavy downpour. It is going to rain. And it's even going to overflow because River Niger and the rest of Nigerian drainages, as in drainages in West Africa, like River Gambia, Senegambia, all those areas, they are aligning, partnering with River Niger to flow out of their banks. And those people living along the river banks, the riverine area, they are going to run away because their buildings are going to submerge. Are you listening to me? No alternative shelter, no alternative solution. You are telling people to go. That is the Federal Republic of Apes, monkey. Yes, if you sign warning that flood is coming, you give them alternative shelter. Federal Republic of Monkey.
Okay.
Yes, give them alternative for shelter. They talk because they went to school. They speak because they read geography, maritime, meteorologists, and the course they read in the university, they come out knowing nothing. They don't know practical aspect of it. What they know is just theory. Theoretical aspects ends you nothing. It ends you up in the office. You won't know the accurate test. The accurate test, what it tests like. To be someone that is an expert in the maritime area or discipline. Are you listening to me? It is when you go to the field. It is when you come out on the field. You show your what? Prowess. How do you know this? Can you repair this car? You don't sit back in the office writing, and the mechanic is repairing G-Wagon. 2 days. He has coupled G-Wagon up and get good result. That is what is needed in America, Germany, UK, Romania, all over the white countries. Nigerian master's degree is ended up in office stealing money with biros. They don't go to the field and practice. I am managing director, Metropolitan Industry Inc. Are you managing director? Do you know anything? So anyway, I give it courtesy to the managing director, the CEO, Metropolitan Batteries Industry, Temidire Sangota. He was once the chairman and president of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. I'm talking in respect of Ajayi Obey. He did well in engineering. He was a good man. Then he met us on the field of, coupling and fixing up auto battery. at Sangota, and the man was good, practically. May his soul rest in peace. So I'm telling you, what you can do well, come out and show the stuff you are made of. You don't stay back in office. You don't stay back at the office of the governor talking trash. You will not come out and go into the market to know how much a cup of gari, how much is a cup of rice and beans. You stay in there writing up many millions of naira, diverting into your private purse. No, put on your shorts, ride on your bicycle, visit Sago Market, visit Agege Market, visit Ibodo. Come with your so-called escort. Yes, security agents that are armed with gun, AK-47 to the teeth. Go and price fufu, price it, price rice, price gari. That is, you are getting it. You are showing us grassroots politics. You don't sit back in your office and talk trash. I think you understand. You come out and mix up with the members of the public and you know what's going on currently. The fuel pump price is biting hard on us. The so-called political elites are what? They are living high. You understand, with their family members that are residing in the USA. While we are dying here and we are still hailing them. Instead of hailing God, we are hailing them. Yes, their escorts. Well, as Fela said, people will say, hey, Baba, idiots. You are hailing thieves. You are hailing corruption. You are hailing fraudsters. You are hailing people that have enslaved you over the years. Nigerian youths are bent on going to club, bringing on their various Android phones, saying on the internet 24 hours. They are what? Poorly educated. That's what I use. Because people that went to school are the people that were using textbooks in those days. Let me tell you, they study day and night. They go through their past question papers. They read, and from there, they were gradually imbibing morality. Yes, moral guidelines, moral attitude is from the school. Are you listening to me? But this time around, they watch BF. You know the meaning of BF? They watch all manner of videos. Thereby, BF is blue film. Watching all manner of BFs, thereby draining from what? Knowing what is moral attitude all about in the society. I'm telling you, this time around, Nigerian youth will become what I call general reorientation. Overhauling of our brain, mental understanding, mental ability. We should not be stricken. We should not be mental inferiority stricken. Always.
Thank you, sir.
Let us turn our backs on those people that have been treating us bad, stealing our money at various federal government, state government sectors. Look at them. They are all animals. Are you done?
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Rao. Good morning, Mr. Lee.
Right?
Yeah, Koforala.
I want to just show this.
Oh, really? Thank you very much. Thank
I
you.
wouldn't like the sun just to
Thank you.
cool down your temple.
All right, thank you. A minute, please. For those just joining, I say you're welcome to the program. It's Bystander at the newsstand. I'm Koforala. You're welcome to the program once again. Mr. Lee, it's good to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, the arts headline for today is Obi not helping member when nominated. Tinubu tells Tribunal.
All right. I think it's a constitutional right, and it's an electoral requirement that 30 days prior any primaries, you ought to have joined any political party. Okay? And Obi joined Labour Party, and I think in less than a week or so, they conducted an election, and the magic was done. From nowhere, Obi emerged as the political leader of Labour Party. All right? So if Tinubu is, if he's presenting that in the court of law, I think he has every right to do that. All right? Because the same Labour Party is accusing Tinubu for having a double nomination on Shetima. All right? The same Labour Party is saying that Tinubu did not graduate from Chicago State University. All right? So, this is a battle of legitimacy, and whatever angle which Tinubu feels is the best for him to shoot from, he's going to shoot from. All right? So, and I think that's a good argument there. It cannot be contested. Was Obi a Labour Party member 30 days prior the primary election, which is no. Is that a requirement in the Electoral Act? Yes. All right. They said at least 30 days. Obi was less than 2 weeks. He left PDP May something, and by May ending, they said Obi is the political leader. How did they do that magic? I guess that is the only thing that can come out from that eastern part of Nigeria that we might not understand here in the West.
This goes to intensify efforts for electricity tariffs hike approval.
All right, I'm going to answer that. But before I do that, I listened to what the person that spoke before me right now.
Sarah.
I listened to how he was defending this girl who cheated. A lady who tried to what? To manipulate JAM results. That lady who is a 19-year-old, all right? She's not a 16 years old. She's 19 years old. That means we can say that she knows everything she's doing. That lady is a fraudster in making. And she must be persecuted. Okay? It's a shame to see people like Raf defending her, coming here to portray her as an innocent child. Children of nowadays, you see a child of 17 years giving birth. Are you going to say that girl is a young child? You see a child of 18 years who is riding Mercedes-Benz GLK. They are Yahoo girls and Yahoo boys. So that lady is 19 years old. She's not a minor. She definitely knows what she's doing. If she's an innocent person, I expect her to return the 3 million innocent gave her. I expect her to decline every scholarship offerings that is being given to her. If truly she has that integrity, but she would never reject it. But yeah, we have some people who portray themselves as Obi supporters, who are saying that this is ethnic bigotry. It's so unfortunate that some people are so myopic in their thinking. She has done something terrible. There's something that we call JAM upgrade score. Go to your Google and check it. There's a website that they call it upgrade my JAM score. And that is where that was where she went to, and she upgraded her score, and then she presented herself as what? As the overall highest scorer in JAM, which is false. She stole the poor girl's mandate. The girl who actually got the highest. She stole the girl's joy. You understand? It's just so unfortunate. Now let me go back to your question. For the NERC trying intensifying their intention to increase the tariff. Listen, if they want to increase the tariff, they must give us one promise. They must be able to assure us that there will be constant light. All right? They must be able to assure us that there will be constant light. I'm not going to lie. Since the emergence of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I mean, there has been consistency in electricity. Have you been expressing that in the area?
Yeah, they're trying.
So if there is constant light, and they give us a good reason for them to increase their tariff, listen, we will pay for it. We will pay for it. The end goal is anything called estimated billing must be eliminated. All right? Anything called estimated billing must be eliminated. For a person, if they want to increase the tariff, increase it, but make sure that I have light 24/7 so that my business will thrive. Energy is not expensive even in the Senate climes. All right? Even in the Senate climes, energy is not cheap. Energy is not cheap. It's very expensive. All right? But what we need is the consistency. So if they cannot give us that assurance, if they cannot give us, that mandate that you guys will enjoy life 24/7, however, we have no choice than to increase the tariff, then they shouldn't try it. They shouldn't just try it.
Okay. Flood alert. State order evacuation as FG issues disaster warning.
Well, I think that's coming from NEMA, right? National Emergency Management Agency. Yeah, that's the way to go. I mean, this is pre-notifying people as a matter of urgency to move whatever they have that is perishable, anything that they have that is, maybe that is just that might get damaged by water. As a matter of fact, move it to higher site, to higher topography. All right. Now, everybody is responsible in Nigeria for flood control. Let me tell you something. We Nigerians, we have a very terrible attitude. They will tell you, do not litter the bins. Do not litter the waterways. Do not build across the waterways. People never listen.
When the disaster arises, you know who they run to? They say the federal government is at fault. All right? The same federal government, people will lure them with money. People will what? Always cut corners. Please, just give me this approval. Okay, I don't need approval, but come on, just let me build my house. All right, look at what happened in Lagos State. Those houses that they have marked to be demolished, that is very close to the airport. I can't recall that place. Look at the houses in Alaba. I mean, look at those shops in Alaba, which they said they have marked those shops since 2016, and they said they were going to demolish them. All right. Now those houses have been marked because they were going to what? They were going to collapse. And when they went there and they started demolishing, you could see how people were shouting. You could see how now that they told them that this flood might happen and a disaster is looming, you will see that some people will not move. But when it now happens, when everything happens, everybody will start crying to the federal government. All right? Right now, people should be requesting from the federal government is give us an alternative, maybe a temporary, abode where we can go to, and maybe a temporary, like an accommodation or whatever, where we can stay. I think that is what they should be asking. But now everybody will be quiet. They are going to all pretend like they did not hear the warnings. But when it finally happens, you will see people who rush the media and start saying that the federal government has abandoned them as this, as that.
Okay, moving on. Lagos Killer Cop dismissed for shooting generator repairer dead.
Dismissed.
He was just dismissed for shooting a generator repairer dead.
Well, our police force needs serious reform. And one of the reform it needs is all these police on duty, they must actually be monitored in real time by a means of what we call body cams. Body cams.
Explain. What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is there was this guy that was killed in the US. I can't recall his name now. A black guy.
George Floyd.
Yeah, George Floyd, and there's another guy again who was also. George Floyd wasn't killed on the spot, but this guy was killed on the spot. George Floyd was molested, was maltreated, but all the scene that happened was captured on the police body cams. You understand? Everything they did to George Floyd was captured on his body cam. What that means is that whatever argument that transpired between them, the body cam captured it. Both the video, both the picture, and then the audio. Now, this man that shot this generator repairer, if he had a body cam on his body, I am sure by today we would have seen what actually transpired. Now, instead of the dismissal alone, we will actually know what happened. Because now that they went to their courts, maybe their police courts, whatever, they might just lie to to actually protect themselves. You get the point? He might be able to bribe his way around, maybe 2 or 3 witnesses, and then they'll just come and help him out in the allegation. But when you have a cam on, if you're having an altercation, the camera on that policeman will capture everything that transpires, and that is one critical reform the police must ensure that they apply. The police sector is overdue for this. We need to have our police people being on body cam. It is so important because the atrocity that they commit, they know that because nobody is watching them. Because if they have that body cam on them, if they approach you and they tell you stop, they cannot molest you because they know that thing is on them. Okay, if they molest you at the back end, okay, they can access that scene, and by that you will be able to nail them to the coffin. But when there are no things about camera and surveillance and all that, anything can happen. My sister, you see, so I think that's the one critical reform that we need in the police sector.
Okay. Tinubu not indicted over forfeited $460,000. Bamidele tells Tribunal.
I think that's an open knowledge. Everybody knows that. But then, we have the mischievous, opposition parties. We all know that the $460,000 is a civil forfeiture, but their prayer is Tinubu should be disqualified. They are of the opinion that was a criminal forfeiture, and he was actually convicted. This is a man who wasn't even convicted. All right, it is there. It is written in that that court file in black and white. You get my point? But here we are. So, and I think the star witness of APC already gave them what they needed. He's a practicing lawyer in the USA, which has been verified. And now APC has actually closed their case against Atiku and Obi because they said that, there's no need for them to flog a dead horse. They feel that this case is the easiest of case for them. And I can see APC coming out of this in flying colors.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Nee. That will be all for today.
All right, thank
you. Okay, that is all for today. It's still bystanders at the newsstand. I'm Kofowerola, and I say see you tomorrow. Bye.